I mean, it's an idea, right? It's definitely what I would call an idea. Again, with the aiming thing. Desperate times. Calling for desperate measures. You know how it goes. I think that's all of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have no intention of staying and you know, to find out. Absolutely none. And so, to that end, see if we can't fast travel back to... Where did I say this magically leads, right? To the Freedom Base, right? Yep. Yes, I can. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it out. By the skin of our teeth, and with one life left. And yes, I did fast travel from the outpost, but in my defense, that was made as a safe house. And it's not safe, so what is the purpose of it? Well, if there's no other purpose, then, yeah, there you go. Et voila, as they say. We are in... Well, I was going to say we are in relative safety, but then, you know, bullets started whizzing past the house I'm in, and I'm going to have to get involved in this fight as well, I get the feeling, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. Getting involved in a few fights. I need to get up there. The fuckers tracked me down, eh? Sorry about that, guys. I mean, it's not like you don't fight them every single day, but... still... Not a moment of peace. Not even all the way down here. Yes, the whole theory about loners now becoming friendly seems to have gone with the wind, in a manner of speaking. I mean, I don't see any loner squads on PDA. Right. So. I have information to sell. Yeah, apparently I do. Found a PDA. Encrypted. Well, I was lazy to check if it's encrypted or not. Could have decrypted it, gotten something more valuable from it. But, at any rate, trade. I have things to sell, and I'm gonna be relatively quick about it. I hope. Yeah, give me a second. This is gonna take a while. Okay, I think that's everything I want to sell. Pretty sure I'm bringing all of this, well, the rest of this back to Dead City. Took me a minute to remember. Alright, did I click sell on the last transaction, so to speak? I think I did, right? Yeah, I reckon I did. Anyways, let's read this thing. Monolithian's Journal. Right. I did. Now, where would I see this? Is it in, it's not going to be in messages, it's not going to be in radio, it's probably going to be in guide of all things, isn't it? Yep. There it is. Monolith Prayer 1, 2, 3, and the Monolithian's Journal. This is what we found. As far as I can remember, there was a darkness around me, I couldn't see anything, nothing for hours, but suddenly I saw a light so bright, a light so cozy, I wanted to touch it, I wanted to feel it. I knew it was trying to help me, to save me. Yada yada yada, its name is Monolith, it saved me and I'm eternally grateful. Sometimes I can see faces from the past, a woman, a child, my family. I'm dressed in white overalls, maybe I was a scientist, this weird word, radar. No. This is that darkness. It wants me to die. I won't let it kill me. There is no way back. There is only a light in front of me towards the light for the monolith. And then they have 3 prayers. O monolith, we are praying to you. O monolith, our only light in the darkness. O monolith, we hope, etc., etc. I feel like if I recite all of these, I might go insane, so let's not do that. But, yeah... Okay. It's getting pretty late. I reckon... I can still make it there without having to sleep over, although I am running on fumes, aren't I? Yeah. I'm running on, well, caffeine tablets mostly, but, yeah, proverbially, fumes.
Эй, Stalker, с чем пожаловал?
Just heading home, you know. Just heading home. No, that doesn't exactly answer your question directly, but, you get the point. Okay, it is dark enough to use this. See if I can't spot anything in the distance. So I've got a bit of an observation to make. You know how shutting down the radar was supposed to open up access to the zone? For everyone. Well, for the northern parts of the zone. For everyone. it seems to have done kind of the opposite. It seems to have, you know, brought hell and fury, the likes of which I don't remember ever seeing. All the way over here, I used the wrong thing. Jesus, okay, yeah, I need the regular medkit. And I need Yandolin, because that'll heal my head, won't it? Well, it'll also make me dizzy, but it will partially also heal my head. Okay, here's the thing. I have to be very careful. And to that extent, just give me a quick little second, I apologise. Okay, I'm horribly sorry about that. It was, something work-related. Like I was saying, I need to be careful, because one life left, and just because I went to hell and back, literally and metaphorically, well, maybe not that literally, but close to literally and metaphorically, does not mean I'm all of a sudden impervious to most other dangers of the zone. And so, as such, I should treat every corner with a certain degree of severity, if you will, or a certain degree of seriousness. Such as not getting hit by a sniper rifle. Which I have no idea where that shot originated from, or somewhere in the village, but no, not exactly. So let's take the safe option. And generally speaking, take safer options in the future as well. Okay. I know there can be bloodsuckers here. So I'm not going to pull out the PDA, even though I desperately want to figure out where the closest mercenary squad is, so I can use them for some degree of protection and cover and then run. But to be fair with you, this is probably one of the worst places to
I'm tired of this shit.
I know, you and me both, buddy, but okay, that is under our control. There's a stash over there, a couple of stashes over there, none of them very important though, so I'm wondering where that shot came from, though. Can't see anything from here, that's... Curiosity's not going to get the better of me this time, we're just leaving. Hey folks, how's it going? I just went to radar. Shut the whole place down. You are now free to roam the northern parts of the zone. Courtesy of yours truly. Yep. Badass mercenary walking. Oh, speaking of badass mercenary, listen, no.
All right.
What about you?
I'm listening, man.
Want to leave your squad and come with me instead? Yes, you do. Do you? Yes, you do. Lovely. Listen, let's team up for a little bit. I went to the northern parts of the zone all on my own. And I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. Not a big fan of it. Generally speaking, not a big fan of it. Would like some company for a while. Don't forget about the package in the northern reaches of army warehouses. Well, now you tell me. Yeah, I say that. I was told a while ago as well. I just completely ignored it because I was a little bit, busy. Understandably so, I feel like, but that's alright. Switch to this gun, because I grow somewhat paranoid of just a random chimera jumping off the rooftop and landing on top of my head. Not like it hasn't happened before, it has. Except this time, if it happens, it'll be the last time it happened, right? Well, you know, relatively speaking, for this guy at least. Okay, home sweet home. I am about ready to spend the next, I don't know, 4 days here recuperating. Speaking of, Dushman, the job's done. Your heavily encrypted documents are here. You are welcome. What do you have to trade? Is there anything that I'm particularly interested in? You have these things like the D-Evo, the XPS30 with the magnifier. None of these work, though, as far as I was able to tell. Like, in the sense that you can't move the magnifier out of the way, which is, you know, not great. Right, pistols there. This is the ammo box. Where's my, I have a workbench here as well, and I have a workbench over there. What am I using this workbench for? Remind me. Just upgrades. Just to store upgrades. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Here, put the weapons that we found. Put the ammo in the ammo box. I hear stories that all of this will be made redundant at some point in the future. I'm gonna store everything, because I don't have enough 5.56 ammo to continue using this gun, and I don't have enough... I'll probably have enough shotgun shells for this, be it shrapnel or barricade. Do like 20 of each, just for self-defense purposes. Yeah, that seems about right. And then over here, I'm going to store the rest of the ammunition. Where do I keep my VOGs and my grenades? I mean, I'm assuming I should keep them here, because that's where the weapons go, but it's not ideal either way. And then, after all of this is done, I should probably switch my primary weapon to something else, shouldn't I? Definitely should. Something that doesn't use 5.56 because I've run out. Or I should craft more 5.56 ammo. One of the two, but really either which option works. What else do I have? Scouting expedition. That's upstairs. And that is also where I can finally get some rest. So, scouting expedition was with you, wasn't it? Yeah, there you go. Scouting expedition's done. Aslan, I have some patches. I have 25 monolith patches, although I know what you're going to offer me for those, and I'm not really keen on trading for them. Is there any work you want done? You want pseudo-giant eyes. I have some, I can do that for you. Anything else? Yeah, monolith patches, there you go. Anything else? Sorry, not interested in spring cleaning. Give that to the newbies. That's not really my thing. I don't think. Not anymore, at least. So, what am I looking for? 2 of these eyes, right? Yeah, there we go. And then, probably want some food. Boar chops will do. Let's get 4 of them. Use the stove. What can we make? We can make them purified or we can make them stewed. What's better? 77. 91. Oh, this is definitely better. There we go. So. Drink up. Have a decent meal for once. Been a while since we had that, right? And it's pork. Well, it's kind of pork. Best that you're going to get in the zone at any rate. And there's your stuff for the poacher mission. And I am done. Do not call me for several days. I am going to pass out on this bed right here. And I will talk to you once I've recovered from my trauma, which is going to be... well, it's going to be a while. Okay, as it turns out, staring up at the heavens, or at the ceiling, and lying around, does wonders for you when it comes to your recovery. The other thing that does wonders for you is the fact that I'm very excited to go downstairs and start tinkering. Because we've had nothing but combat. In fact, we had so much combat I wasn't even able to loot. This is how much combat we had. And so, forgive me for, you know, maybe being a bit overly zealous when it comes to this, but, yeah, I'm excited. Suffice it to say, I am excited to return to my workbench, to my tinkering, and to all the lovely nerdy little things that I can do to make this place ever so slightly more bearable. I have 79 syringes. I do not need syringes in this box. Okay. I also have kerosene, which I need to store over there. I get the feeling I can do most of this off camera, and I will. But there's one thing that I can't do off camera, and that is go through the process of selecting a new weapon for myself. Now, the SVD has gotten me this far and has gotten me out of some really nasty situations, for which I am eternally grateful to the SVD. And so, I reckon we keep the SVD, especially with the thermal scope. Right, we have to keep the SVD. Which means I'm going to have to craft some more ammo for it, but that's not a big problem. The other, if you will, problem, I guess, comes in the form of what weapon do I use as a pistol and what weapon do I use as my main rifle. Now, several options. One, I like the 6-hour, even though I didn't really get to use it much. And that's kind of the reason why I want to keep it, because, well, I mean, look at it. It's a 6-hour. We're keeping the 6-hour. We're keeping the SVD, meaning I need a new primary weapon, a battle rifle, or an assault rifle, or a carbine, or however you want to call it. The nomenclature is all messed up anyway. Sorry. Whatever you're going to call it, I need it. And I'm thinking of switching to 7.62. Problem with switching to 7.62 is, for this particular weapon, like the AK Alpha, I'm going to need a new barrel. For switching to 7.62 times 51 NATO, that's more of a long-range sniper rifle round, and, well, there's not a lot of those, that's the main issue. I could switch to the AS Val. Have the ability to do so. Dare I say it, I have the resources to do so, especially with a good barrel. I can swap out the other things and get my hands on a good weapon. Here's what we're going to do. First and foremost, we're going to go over here, and we're going to store this. I'm going to store the rest of the stuff off camera. What I'm going to do is, instead of looking at the weapon, I'm going to look at the cartridge and the ammunition, and how much of said ammunition I have. So, first up on the list is 7N14 rounds and 7N13 rounds, even though it's not on the actual box name itself. So this is armor penetration 30, armor penetration 45, and armor penetration 80, respectively. We're going to go with 80, obviously. And then we're going to go over here and use the workbench, and we're going to make, hopefully, a few more. I don't need many. In fact, I can't make many. But there you go, 10 more. That'll do. I'm wondering if you have a few for me. You probably don't, given your affiliation. Yeah, you definitely don't. But that's okay. So, let's switch over to the AP rounds and make sure we're using this just in the most extreme situations against the toughest of enemies. You know. Alright, good. Good. Get rid of those, pick these up. Lovely. That is the sniper rifle done with a very precious amount of ammunition. And then take some 60 rounds of AP ammo for the pistol, which is currently using AP rounds anyway. Lovely. And that's done. So now we take a look at the ammunition. Great, again. I have around 400 rounds of SB5. Armor penetration value at level 3, that's 34 penetration. For stopping power, or raw damage, at 43. How does this compare to 5.56? 29.35, 34.43, so it's just better in every way, shape, and form. How does this perform compare to FMJ rounds of 5.45? 27, 29.38, this is 43. Not much better, but better in more or less every way. And now here's the big question. How does this compare to FMJ rounds of 7.62 times 39? 34 pen, 43 damage. 30 pen, 45 damage. It's not worth it. It's not worth using 7.62. It just isn't. That is interesting. I did not know that. So, let's pick up all of the SB5 and the SB6 ammo. How heavy is that? I still have stuff to offload. It's not going to be the heaviest thing in the world. And then let's pick up either the VSS or the AS Val. Doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, I suppose I could compare them. What was it? Is it Control or is it Alt? No, it's Control, isn't it? There was a button. What? It's not Shift, it's not Alt, it's not... Definitely not Tab. There was a button to look at the stats of a weapon when it's repaired versus when it's... what its current stats are. I am... Could have sworn it was... It's one of these. Anyways, I'll figure it out later. Just going off of this, the damage should be the same, rate of fire should be more or less the same. Muzzle velocity is more or less the same. Yeah, this is basically the same gun. Okay, so AS-Val is our weapon of choice. Is this our sight of choice? Well, that's a good question. If I detach the scope, what can I put on it? Precious few things. Okay. Okay. What about this little thing? This intrigues me. Because it can take different sights. Yeah, unfortunately there's a broken barrel attached to it. See if I can repair the barrel. That's what I'm most interested in. And I will see. I will either repair this or this. Cobra Sight has to stay on this thing. Unfortunately, it's a bit clumsy and clunky, but that's okay. Anywho, that is going to be our new weapon for a while, I get the feeling. We're going to upgrade it, we're going to fix it, and I will see you in a few moments when I've done that.